Hi, this is Julianne Blake, and I'm going to be teaching the French seam, and we're doing it on our little sample. The first thing you need to do is put wrong sides together. This is a two-step process. So wrong sides together, we are going to stitch on the 3/8 line. It's actually the first line out from your presser foot. We do want to back stitch, so I start about a 1/2 inch down, back stitch to the end, then stitch all the way down, and back stitch again, and clip your threads. Now we have a 3/8 seam, and we need to trim some of that off, but first we want to open up our seam. We'll come over to the ironing pad and we'll press our seam open. Then we're going to put the seam allowances back together again. We need to trim off a 1/4 inch seam allowance to leave just an 1/8 inch on. You can mark that if you want, or you can just eyeball it, leaving 1/8 on. Now we're getting ready to turn the seam right sides together. And it's important to press right on your seam line. Now we're going to go back and stitch a 1/4 inch from the edge of our seam. There is no guide on the presser foot, so you will use the, there's no guide on the stitch plate, so you'll use the edge of your presser foot. Remember to back stitch again. Because this is a sample, we're going to stop stitching 2/3 down so that you can see your step 1 and 2. Go ahead and back stitch. Normally you would stitch clear to the end, of course, but this way you can see step 1 and step 2. French seam is also called an enclosed or encased seam because the raw edges are all tucked inside the seam. It is best used for lightweight and medium weight fabrics because it does create some bulk on the back side. This will now be pressed flat and then press to one side. We'll press it flat to embed the stitches and threads in the fabric, and then we'll go ahead and press to one side, making sure we open up that seam. Once I've pressed on the back side, I'll just double check it on the front side to make sure I've opened up that seam. And there is your French seam.